A little bit about temperature for chemists. Why is it they like to use Kelvin? If that's a measurement that you'll never see on a thermometer, why are scientists so big on it? Let's learn how to interconvert some of the more common methods of measuring temperature: Celsius, Kelvin, and Fahrenheit. This is Screencast 2.4. Well, the SI unit for temperature is Kelvin, but why? It's never negative. That's better for math. So if you double 2 Kelvin, you get 4. What do you get if you double 0 Celsius? Looks like it's still 0, and yet it's 273 Kelvin. You get a lot when you double it. Always use Kelvin when you're doing some math. To go from Kelvin to Celsius, you simply add 273 to that Celsius number, technically 273.15, and you'll get your Kelvin there. For reasons that I think are ridiculous, they're not supposed to say degrees Kelvin, you just say Kelvin. So if we add 273 to that Celsius, we'll get that Kelvin. It's 298. I'm always rounding a little bit, so beware. To go from Fahrenheit to Celsius, here it is for Celsius from Fahrenheit and the reverse. But it might be better if you just write it out, because sometimes people get the order of operations messed up. So here's how you go, how you do it. From Fahrenheit to Celsius, first subtract 32. See how you do that? Then multiply by 5 and divide by 9. In other words, write in order as it looks. Celsius to Fahrenheit, multiply by 9. That's what it looks like. Divide by 5, add 32. So really, if you want to go from one to the other, just follow this in order. Minus 40 degrees Celsius. Let's go to Fahrenheit. So Fahrenheit, we're going to multiply by 9, divide by 5, and add 32. We multiply by 9, we get negative 360. We divide it by 5, we get negative 72. We add 32, and we're at negative 40. Hey, look at that. Negative 40 Celsius equals negative 40 Fahrenheit. That makes sense. Let's see. Negative 40, negative 40. They coincide. And we should get negative 40 Celsius when we do this. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll subtract 32, multiply by 5, and divide by 9. Subtracting 32 gives us a negative 72. Multiplying by 5 gives us a negative 360, and dividing that by 9 gives us the negative 40. That checks. They're the same numbers, and that makes sense. They simply coincide with that particular temperature. This is Screencast 2.4.